Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history. And it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Brees' throw on target to Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
From the gun on third down, Brees. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. There's Brees. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw again on second down. Breeze, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. On 2nd down, Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We're scoreless after one. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Breeze now. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Now leading out the Panthers offense, a new man in charge for 2020, a member of the Saints the last couple of years. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last fall. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Breeze to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now, Breeze again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill there to make the grab. And the Saints add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time, a 9-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Bridgewater on first down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over and spotted the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 54. Oh, you got it? 54 mark. Check.
A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the game's all-time leading passer, Drew Brees. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on, guys, let's go!
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 74 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Point after try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Breeze now on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Set. 20.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 58 to Mike.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Bridgewater now. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second and 7. On 2nd down, here's the option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Bridgewater to throw it. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They run it again with Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Bridgewater and the Panthers now. Down 10-7, a minute 50 to play. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now that they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Bridgewater to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On first down, Murray. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.